Hello everyone, this is lecture number 18. In today's lecture, we will learn about theory and the design of screen chamber. Before starting this lecture, we learn about in previous lecture, it's about secondary treatment plant, what are the stages involved in a secondary treatment plant, what are the stages involved in the sewage treatment plant, as well as and what are the different unit and its process we learned in a previous lecture. In today's lecture, in a primary treatment plant, there are three units. The first unit is screen chamber, second unit that will be the a grid chamber, and next one is the sedimentation tank or a primary clarifier. So first unit in a primary stage, that is screen chamber. So today's lecture we will learn about what are the theory behind. Okay, it should be required in the design of a chamber. So what are the criteria, what are the terms involved in a screen chamber, we will see in today's lectures. So in today's lecture, here are some content. So you can see here the content of today's lecture, that is theory, the design of screen chamber. So first we will discuss about a screen chamber designing, then what are the theory important while designing the screen chamber, then what are the different terms which involve for designing the screen chamber. So these are the content. First we will see sewage treatment plant. Previous lecture already I shown you sewage treatment plant, but in general or in brief you can see here this is how it works. So this is the homes or offices or industries that you know that the sources of the wastewater, that is one of the domestic and another is the industrial, and I mentioned here the picture of the home as well as residential area as well as the office industrial area. The waste came from what these two sources, and which is entering into the what sewage treatment plant. When that enter in the sewage treatment plant, they will the first primary stage, which include different unit, that is skin bar, grid chamber and other. The first here is a screen chamber, bar screen chamber, and through that bar screen chamber the floating material can be removed and the remaining material will be goes to the grid chamber. After grid chamber it goes to the settling tank, and it may be a second that will be the remaining settling tank material will be goes for the digestion purpose, as well as secondary process the remaining water goes to the aeration tank, then the clarifier, then fourth one is what application ultraviolet or chlorine dose. That means 1 2 3 stages, the all stages are involved in these pictures, but the remaining settled down sludge which can be removed in a digestion tank or a digester from the clarifier, from the settling tank, as well as electricity of heating power which may be used, and last one process it may transport it through for the different purposes, and in this stage the that is stage number 3 may apply for the chlorination. So in this chlorination the sludge can be used for the agriculture or incineration purpose or landfill purpose also. So this is the overview of a sewage treatment plant. So in there are first unit, that is screening. Already at previous lecture I told you what is screening. Screening is a unit operation that separate large floating material in or on water found in different sizes from water and from internal water treatment or wastewater treatment facility and the mess. So in this sentence they are mentioned or the screening is one of the unit which is a separately large floating material, or it can be removed to separate the large floating material in the sewage treatment plant. The unit involved is called as a screen. So now in the next slide you can see here the purpose of screening: to remove large objects, stick, can, etc., which may be caused to flow obstructions. So to avoiding to prevent flow abstraction, so that it should be remove of stick or cans, and it may can done through the process of the screening. So that the screening is what to remove the large object to prevent the cause of flow obstruction, to protect the clogging by the racks and the other large objects. So it can be protected while the clogging and the rag reaction in the large object due to the large object, to protect pipeline and other appendices from the damage, to protect the pipeline other appendices from the damage. This is the purpose of screening. Okay, and in this slide you can see here, these are the sections or the plan of the screen chamber. So this, where my arrowhead you can see is a cursor. This is the inlet of wastewater to the water treatment plant and unit of a screen chamber. This overall is screen chamber, and this screen chamber you can see here, this inclined portion, that is a screen are the provided, that is a screen bar, and here is a perforated platform to operate the screen for its direction, maybe inclination direction, and this is a perforated platform to operating this screen. So when water or wastewater entering in this chamber, you can see here the water level with its respect to its velocity, and that wastewater go through this screen, and after that screening of water, the discharge you can see here, the storage of discharge here. So that means when the flow of discharge in the screen chamber, the flow before the discharge and flow after the screening, they vary. So is one outlet in this direction of the plant. You can see here, this is a section, this is a plant. So screen bar are provided in this direction, and this is a perforated for screening. Perforated means that fine holes which are on the platform, and these are the outlet, and this is the front of a screen chamber. So what are the exact working on the treatment plant? You can see here after clicking on this. So just I put here my some credential. So what exactly screen or screen chamber in actual water treatment plant? Just I put one link which is on the YouTube, and you can see here what are the right links. So it will take a few times to link with that video. So you can see here, this is the screen chamber. Water came from the outsides, and which this is a screen chamber you can see here, and these are the provided screen bar. So it's actual sewage water treatment plant, and this is as the sewage came into that sewage treatment plant with a unit of screen chamber, and you can see here in these directions. Here is provided a screen chamber in the inclination of 30 or 60 degree. So first I want to show you, these are the screen. Actual screen are the provided in the water treatment plant, where the sewage exactly entered in the plant. Firstly that water go through the screen. At that time, what are the velocity and what types of material which can be remain on the screen bar. You can see here. Is it visible everyone? If all are the visible of our screen here. So this is about a screen chamber. Actual screen chamber are the provided in the water treatment, sewage water treatment plant. So I shared this link to showing exactly what screen chamber are in our sewage treatment plant. Now we will see classification of a screen. First is a rack or a bar screen. Then second one is perforated or a fine screen. Then commutators or the cutting screen. Fourth one CAC screen, and fifth one band screen. Out of these 5 screen, as per mentioning our syllabus, we will see first, second and third one only. So first one, you can see here one picture about a screen chamber of a 3D picture actual. A is a screen, B is the pipe, and C is the bypass of a pipes. So this is the screening, and this is the flow direction. This arrow to mention as a flow direction. In this flow direction, you can see the when flow of a sewage in the chamber which is go through the screen, and after going through the screen there are the one chamber provided lower down the this actually before entering the sewage. And after the velocity of screening and velocity of the both are the different, and through velocity are the different, but when we are design the screen chamber or with screen, at that time we will discuss in detail what are the through velocity and the before velocity and after velocity, and then I will discuss in the detail in that criteria. Now in the screen it can be either coarse or the medium of a size screen. So this is, you can see here, it consists of steel bar. These are the made of the steel bar. The opening between the bar above the 5 centimeter and more. The opening of this bar is 5 centimeter, and they are kept in the chamber called as a screen chamber. Opening between two bar varies between 2 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Opening of these two bar, which is vary between 2 to 5 centimeters. So next one is the perforated or a fine screen. So I put here one picture, so you can see this is the second type of classification of the screen chamber. So perforated means a very fine or holes which on the one fabricated materials or any steel material. So this small fine holes which is kind of perforated. Perforated means fine holes, a fine screen. So this when instead of a steel bar, if you can use this perforated fine screen, it can be removed floating material as well as other material in a very fine manner. So this fine screen are produced from the metal plates. So I will explain. This is a metal plate, and on that metal plate there are small types of hole, and that hole is nothing but as a perforated holes, and there are the slotted holes. The size of each slotted perforation is between 1.5 mm to the 0.7 mm to the 50 mm, 1.5 mm, and it may be 0.7 mm to the 50 mm of that slotted perforated or a fine screen. Presently the screen are not used. Yes. Now the third one classification of a screen, that is a commuters. Commuters is the one you can see here, the one picture of the commuters. This is a rotating arm provided in here, and this is a flow direction. If the sewage water flow go through this rotating cutting screen, and it may be a rotating types of screen, after rotating that in this direction, the remaining of sewage which can be move in this direction. You can see here in this device all the wastewater flow passes through the grinder assembly. These are the grinder assembly. The grinder consists of what? Screen or a slotted basket, and this grinder having a slotted and screen basket rotating, the oscillating the cutter and the stationary of cutter mostly. And the solid pass through the screen and are the chopped or the shredded between the two cutters. Is it clear? It is chopped after between the two cutters. It can be a large floating material which is go in the small manner, and it cannot be block the pipelines. The point of a comparison of a screen, so you can see here the angle of inclination, that is at a 45 degree. A medium screen it may be a 30 to 60 degree, and a fine screen it may be a 30 to 60 degree again. But sports screen as compared should be kept as a 45 degree. The opening of what should be opening? It should be opening of a 50 mm or more. But medium screen it should be a 6 to 40 mm, and the fine screen should be 1.5 to 3 mm. The cleaning of all the screen, that will be mechanical or manually clean. So cleaning is very important to remove the floating material which remains on the screen, and it should be cleaned by the mechanically or cleaned by the manually. So these are about the classification of the screen. Now we will see, when we design a screen or screen chamber, we should be consider some terms. That is that there will be the first term, that is the velocity. In the velocity of a flow ahead of and through the screen varies and affect its operation. So velocity are the important factor ahead, and through if that screen varies affect its operation. So before the screening, the velocity are the different of the discharge of the flow, but after through the screening it means the velocity of the discharge will be the different, so that the velocity as a varies. The lower the velocity through the screen, the greater is the amount of the screening that would be the removed from the sievage. It's very simple, just I told you. However, the lower the velocity, the greater would be amount of solid deposited in the channel. The lower the velocity, the greater would be the amount of solid deposited in the channels. Due to the deposition of channel, the velocity is lower in the side of the screen chamber. Hence, the design velocity should be such as to permit 100% removal of a material of a certain size of without undue of the deposition. So we have to keep the in a screen chamber what should be a velocity to 100% removal of a floating material through the screen chamber or through the screening, so that velocity should be kept a proper manner. So velocity of a chamber in generally considered 0.6 to 1.2 meter per second through the open area for the peak flow. Is it? If there is a peak flow, the velocity of the screen should be kept as 0.6 to 1.2 meter per second, having given the satisfaction only. But further, the velocity of a low flow in the approach of channel should not be less than 0.3 meter per second to avoid the deposition of the solid. So in the screen chamber, then the chances of the deposition of the solid, if the low flow and the low velocity at that time, what should be flow in that screen chamber at the time of a low flow, it should be as a 0.3. Now, so second term that is very important, head loss. So head loss varies with the quantity and the nature of the screening allowed to the accumulate between cleaning. So in particular accumulation of the cleaning purpose of the screening, the head loss varies in our screening. The head loss created by the clean screen be the calculated by considering the flow and the effective areas of the screen opening, the latter being the sum of the vertical projection of the opening. That is very important with considering of head loss. So head loss is one of the most important factor we consider for the cleaning purpose, and that head loss being created for the clean the screen by being calculated by considering the flow as well as the area of the opening, and latter being the sum of vertical projection of the screen. It will be the head loss. In the head loss through the clean flat bar screen is calculated from the following formula. So what are the formula you can see here? Head loss is equal to 0.0729 in bracket capital V minus small v square, capital V square minus small v square bracket complex. In here we can see here the H is a head loss in the meter and the capital V is the velocity through the screen. So velocity through the screen, once again I am focused on this word velocity through the screen, that is in meter per second, and small v is velocity before the screen, that is also meter per second. So another formula often used to determine the head loss through the bar screen is the Kirchhoff's equations. That is Kirchhoff's equation you can see here, that is H is equal to beta and bracket W bar B bracket complete is to 4 by 3 into HV to sine into theta. So where you can see here H is what? That is a head loss, and beta is a bar shape factor. It means 2.42 for the sharp edge rectangular bar. Like the sharp edge rectangular bar, it should be as a 2.42 as a beta. If 1.83 be taken for rectangular bar with the semicircular upstream side, and if we taken it can taken as 1.79 for the circular bar and 1.67 for the rectangular bar with both upstream side and the downstream side faces as a semicircular. At that time the beta value can be changed here. So how we can change the beta value? So I mentioned all values in here with its nature of the types of that rectangular bar. So W here maximum width of the bar, that is a maximum width of the bar upstream side of a flow in meter. Small b, minimum clear spacing between the bar. H, v, velocity head flow approaching a rack, and theta is the angle of inclination rack with the horizontal. So now next term that is very important design point of view, that is number of a bar skin in the chamber. How many numbers of bars in the chamber? So you can see here that will be the B is equal to in bracket clear spacing into the in bracket again n plus 1 bracket complete whole bracket complete plus size of bar into the n. So where you can see as a capital N is number of bar. Is it clear? So we consider that number of bar. B is the width of screen chamber and clear spacing and the size of the bar expected in a ammeter. So that is not a capital N, this is a small n, and that n mentioned is the number of bars. Please correct that. And B is what? That is a width of a screen chamber or the channel, and clear spacing and the size bar expects in the meter. So gross area. Now another important term by designing the screen chamber, that is a gross area. Is the AG is the gross area is equal to actual area, the actual area of net area, which is also called as a net area, into clear spacing or clear spacing and velocity of a flow above screen. Now next is velocity flow above the screen, that is small v is equal to velocity through the screen. Velocity through the screen, that is a capital V mentioned as, into clear spacing. So on today's lecture, they are already asked in the many exams, university exam, what are the questions which can be asked in the future exams, which you can see here. Draw a general flow sheet of a domestic wastewater treatment plant in the write a function of each and every units. So you know that what are the flow sheet of a domestic wastewater treatment plant, and you can write a function of each and every units. This in previous as well as future lecture. So then will be asked the question about the write short note on a type of a screen as well as design of screen chamber. Then third one question already asked in many question paper in a exam. So draw the net sketch of a screen chamber. So previous lecture already we seen different unit with the process wise, sequence wise, what are the unit involved in the series statement plan with the different unit. And if you want to draw the screen chamber, just today's lecture I shown a section as well as a plan of a screen bar or screen chamber. Thank you for today's lecture.